Hello everyone, I'm Angela Smith.
Hi, and my name is Hoon.
And we are with Gigify Work. And we just talk about all kinds of topics related to work and life and us as humans and how we navigate it. So I had a really frustrating day at the beginning of this week. I had one of those rare opportunities where I had like hardly any meetings in the calendar. I had a wide open day and I had a huge to-do list. So I got my coffee, I sat down at my computer and I could not focus. I couldn't get anything done. I was so frustrated and it felt like I was like floating through the day, not getting anything done, not being able to deep dive into anything. And at the end of the day, I just got nothing checked off of my to-do list. Super frustrating.
Oh, that would make me feel so mad. So what do you think's going on?
I don't know. I felt like every time I was trying to do something, it was like my brain just said like, nope, not today. I'm exhausted. I can't think. Yeah, it was like I hit a wall and I'm not going to get that day back. My to-do list is still staring at me.
That's so funny. You just said it though. It wasn't the day to get work done.
Yeah.
You were exhausted.
Yeah. And it's kind of, it's funny because when I look at a wide open day, I usually see that as just like opportunity to achieve. It's just endless hours to achieve.
But I think this is a bit of a symptoms of the way we work, right? Most of us, our day are so packed with meetings that when you have a day like that, you're like, finally, that's the day for me to be productive. That's the day for me to actually get some work done. But sometimes that really big blank slate can be actually counterproductive, right? Because I don't think my brain is capable of being focused for that long, thinking deeply, and producing for that long. So now what I do is I usually would only set out like maximum 2 to 3 hours for that.
Right.
And then the rest is either for meeting or coaching sessions or even going for coffee with a friend.
Yeah, breaking it up. Well, and the funny thing is, I think I have the perception of you, especially, like, she's a machine. Like, she can just do so much. She's so productive. She can, like, deep think, get things done, and she's super efficient. And so even hearing that like that's what a day would look like for you and you would struggle with that, I think we also have this perception that everyone around us is so incredible at this and we're sort of wasting time, where we don't realize that like none of us can do that, just produce all the time. But yeah, you're right, the work environment is kind of structured that way, right? Clock in at 9 o'clock, start producing and start getting all of your work done, and then clock out at 5 o'clock. That's when your brain can shut off. And I haven't found the on and off switch for my brain to say like, okay, you need to start working now, and then you can't stop until the end of the day. I think one of the other things that having like a day full of meetings, one of the reasons why that's become maybe a bit of a security blanket for us is because it tells us what to do. If I wake up and I have a day full of meetings, I show up for that day and I'm like, okay, my calendar's telling me I have to log in for this meeting at this time to talk about this topic with these people. It almost allows us to go on this like autopilot or this passive work mode, as opposed to I have an entire day ahead of me and now I need to do all of the critical thinking about how I'm going to structure this to make sure that I'm getting what needs to get done, and also giving myself the grace of a break or rest.
You're hitting on something that I've been thinking a lot about, which is this whole pattern of addiction and our ways of working. And when you have a work day that are just back-to-back meeting, it can be addictive. For the hyperachiever, there's a dopamine hit because you're feeling like, yep, I did that one meeting.
Check,
I did that. Check.
Oh, totally.
You feel like you've had a full day.
Yep.
I'd have a productive day. And so in a way that could kind of keep us hooked on that pattern. And I think for most of us, it's too easy to continue on this pattern of meeting. Whereas trying to push and structure your day so that, you know, maybe you have 3 to 4 meetings and actually some focus time to do work. That takes a lot more work and intentional and some discomfort.
Yeah.
And so that's why I think sometimes we are our own worst enemy.
Totally. So what would the solution be then? So for me, that first 15 minutes is really hard. Once I get past that, I can usually get into the flow. I can be one of those people who like just plows through for 2-3 hours, taking a quick break and then continuing on. I can do it if I get past that first 15 minutes. So,
I'm curious about what makes that first 15 minute hard for you.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm an overthinker, so sometimes I don't know where to start. Or the start of a task just feels so insurmountable sometimes, even though it's not. Even though the start could be like opening up a document and naming it and saving it somewhere. It could be as simple as that.
Yeah.
I've always struggled with perfectionistic tendencies, and so questioning how can I do this perfectly? It's an inner dialogue that I have that I'm learning how to manage.
Yeah.
Usually it's that.
Yeah.
Usually it's that.
Okay.
Yeah.
What I've tried, and curious if it would work for you, is start talking to myself out loud.
Yeah.
So I'll sit at my desk and ask myself some questions as if I'm having a meeting with myself.
Oh, there you go.
And just brainstorming. I have a whiteboard, so I would like kind of jot a few things down. I think it's about kind of just gearing up the brain to get onto that track, right? You're just trying to steer it, and then once it's on that track, things flow.
You get into the speed and the rhythm
then
and
it
the
will
flow.
get going.
Yeah. So there you go. Yep.
If I could add, the other thing that I find really helpful on those days where I'm feeling like the wheel is a little slow to start turning is actually thinking about the type of rest that I need in that moment. So depending on the day, and it tend to be physical for me.
Yeah.
So
this is when you nap.
This is when I would nap. Totally. I would set my timer for 25 minutes and I would lay down. The trick with napping is at the 25-minute, just get up, whether you feel like you've had any sleep. I find that if I go anything longer than 25 minutes, I become groggy. Yeah. And actually it's not helpful. The second thing is some sort of cardio workout to raise my heart rate, or like a brisk walk. Yeah. I find usually if I do work out, ideas start coming to me. And I think this is the thing, when we have a full day and we're like, oh my God, I'm so busy, I have so many things on my to-do list, I need to sit down at my desk and force myself to do this. Yep. But sometime giving yourself that hours to just do what you need to do, take care of your body, take care of your mind, and then you actually start, you end up being way more productive. Yeah, for sure. Well, then there you go. Bring back the nap and change the expectation. You can't just sit down and pump out for 8 hours. You gotta break it up. So if you're sitting at the computer waiting for inspiration to hit and it's not coming, or you're trying to tackle that to-do list and it's not working, change it up. Go for a walk. Try a nap. I'm terrible at naps, but I'll give it a go. I think it's kind of like meditation. Like it's a practice. It is. And sometimes I lay down and I think like, am I napping? No, I'm not napping. And that's okay. I need to sleep. So and that's okay. I do that too. And just be patient with yourself. And that's the thing that people don't talk about enough, is that a lot of these things actually come with a bit of discomfort. Yeah, totally. Right? Like resting comes with discomfort. Trying to nap come with a certain level of discomfort. Meditation come with a certain level of discomfort. Yeah. Breaking the day full of back-to-back meetings come with discomfort. Initially, it's okay. You're not doing it wrong. You're on your way. So I think that's the biggest message we want to say today is you're not alone in this and how you're feeling. If you had a day like Angela, it's not just you. You're not broken. And we hope some of the tips that we share with you is helpful. And remember, just because it's uncomfortable to do it doesn't mean that it's not the right thing for you to be working on at that moment. All right. That's it. All right. Hope that's helpful. Yeah. See you. Have a good day. Bye.